What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with another Bloons video. And first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and jump back into our Bloons Tower Defense 6 walkthrough slash playthrough slash guide. And we're actually going to be revisiting Monkey Meadow on Chimps mode. Yes, I do know I already did this, but if you look back at my very first video, the quality wasn't really there, and if you look at that video by itself, I don't even have a thumbnail for it because it was my very first video I ever made. So that's why we're going to be doing it again, because of course I got a new mic. I figured out how to basically improve the quality of my audio, so I wanted to redo that. That way newer people who are discovering my channel and stuff are able to see where my quality is at now opposed to where it was back then. Alright guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So the strategy that I've chosen to do for Chimps mode is of course the Druid Strategy. Those of you who have been around for a while know I absolutely love that strategy, so we're going to be sticking with it. Alright, so to start, we will be placing a ninja monkey right here, and we want to place our ninja monkey as far left as he will go, and to where when we upgrade him to ninja discipline, we're going to be able to increase the size of his attack radius so he can fully hit all of the balloons that come in this circle. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So our second tower that we're going to end up buying is going to be a dart monkey here, and that's just to make sure that any balloons that make it past our ninja monkey will be able to get popped by this dart monkey here. Because if we didn't have it, unfortunately, we would not be able to make it past these first few rounds, because although the ninja monkey is really good, he just doesn't have enough popping power in order to pop all of these balloons at the start of the challenge. Alright. So now as soon as we can upgrade him to ninja discipline, we're going to go ahead and upgrade him, and now you can see when I was talking about in the beginning was now his attack radius stretches all the way up here to the top right. Alright, so now we went ahead and got Seeking Shurikens, so that way he can attack around corners opposed to just using his Pierce ability, shooting straight through balloons. Now he can hit multiple balloons at the same time. Alright, so now as soon as we can afford Sharp Shurikens, we're going to go ahead and buy that as well. And now we have our ninja monkey perfect at this point. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to save up to buy our Oben. Alright, so as soon as we can buy our Oben, we are going to be purchasing him. While we're waiting to get that money up, I just want to say thank you guys for clicking on the video and watching. And of course, the support has been amazing so far. But we'll talk more about that in the future. Alright, so now when we're placing our Oben, we want to make sure that we place him right about here. Yep, right there. So we want to make sure that his radius pretty much is a little just to the right of touching this pathway here. That way when we place all of our druids in this little circle here, we get all of them will be affected by the Oben buff, which of course buffs magic monkeys. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and upgrade our ninja monkey to double shot. Now we are using the Druid Strat and stuff like that, but before round 40 we need to get our ninja monkey up to a tier 4, and we also need to get an Alchemist up to a tier 4 as well. Alright, so again, when you're placing your Alchemist, we want to make sure that we place him right about here, as far left as he will go, because we're going to place a Druid right here, and we want to make sure that we have enough room to place that Druid. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and start upgrading our Alchemist as well. Now when you're upgrading your towers and stuff like that, we don't really need to focus too much on either one. If you want to save up to get Bloon Jitsu first, you can do that. Just as long as before round 40 we have a 402 Alchemist and a 401 Ninja Monkey. That is the main thing that we need before round 40. Alright, so I'm actually going to save up to get Stronger Stimulant before I get Bloon Jitsu. That's just the way that I'm going to do it. Again, it doesn't really matter too much on what you get first, just as long as we have the tier 4 Ninja Monkey and the tier 4 Alchemist before round 40, that way we can pop the Moab. Alright. So again, we're just saving up the money. That's the only thing with this strategy, is that it takes a lot of saving in order to get the strategy rolling and stuff. Once we make it past round 40 and we start placing our druids, things are going to go a little bit faster, and then we're going to have a massive gap between around, I want to say we get all of our druids on the field by like round 60 or around 71, and then we will be able to afford our Avatar of Wrath at like round 82. Alright. Alright, so now we have our stronger stimulant. We are saving up to buy Bloon Jitsu now, and then once we have that Bloon Jitsu, we know we're pretty much good. We're just going to go ahead and upgrade to faster throwing. That way we can guarantee that both of our towers are going to be buffed by the stronger stimulant. And it will help in the future rounds when we have all of our druids placed over here, because we're going to end up needing 2 alchemists to buff all of our towers that are going to be here. We'd probably be setting a lot better if we had 3. But of course we want to make sure that we have enough money to purchase all the upgrades that we need. Alright, here we go. So now we have what we need before round 40. We have the tier 4 Bloon Jitsu, and we have stronger stimulant with faster throwing. Now what we're going to do is we are going to start placing some monkey villages. And there's a reason why we are placing these monkey villages before replacing our druids or anything like that, because one, we really don't need the popping power at this point in time, and we'd be better off buying these upgrades first because it's going to save us money in the long run. Alright, so now what we're doing is we are getting monkey commerce and monkey business, and what this is going to do is it's going to make all of our upgrades cheaper. Now there is one upgrade that we need to buy before we start getting our druids, and that's bigger radius, otherwise the druid that we place in the top left will not get affected. Alright, so now again, when we're placing these druids, we want to be really mindful of space, and we need to plan for the future. We do need to fit 6 druids in this small area, so make sure you guys take your time to place these druids and you don't rush it, because if you rush it you may end up missing or misplacing a druid, which could affect the future placement of a few druids, which could overall affect the strategy a little bit. Alright, if you have 1 or 2 druids that are only at the 4 times buff, that's perfectly fine, as long as this druid right here has the 5 times druid buff. That's the main tower that you need to have the buff. Alright, so now you'll notice that I'm upgrading this one to Heart of Thunder opposed to the Heart of Oak. And that's so we have a little bit more like lead popping ability, especially when we start getting into camo leads and stuff like that. We want to make sure that we have that extra popping power. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and place our 3rd druid, finding that perfect spot. This is why it's so crucial that you get the correct placement on your top towers in order to make sure that when you place your druids, they have you're able to place them as close as possible. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and work on finding our druid placement for this one. It looks like, yeah, we're not going to be able to place him here, so we're going to go ahead and place him a little to the right and go left. So right there is where we're going to be able to place him. Again, as long as we can get all 6 of our druids within a radius of each other, it's perfectly fine. Alright, there we go. And then this will be our 5th druid, and then we just have 1 more to place, and we're going to end up placing him right here, which is why we had to make sure that we placed our ninja monkey and our alchemist in the perfect position as possible. And if you are noticing, I have 3 druids that are going into Heart of Thunder, and I'm going to have 3 druids that go into Heart of Oak. Now you can play around with this a little bit. You can add 1 more Heart of Thunder or 1 more Heart of Oak, depending on what you fancy more. This is just the way that I did it for this strategy. Alright. There we go, there's our Populus. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this one to Thorn's Form and Heart of Oak as well, and this will complete all of the druids that we have for this current point in time. Now we need to have the camo popping ability on all of these druids to help out our ninja monkey a little bit, and we should have all 5 of these druids within the radius, only leaving 1 out. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get our Alchemist here. Now when you're placing your Alchemist, you want to place him a little bit, or as far left as he can go, and you still get that discount on the actual tower. And this is just to guarantee that our Druid rate, or our Avatar of Wrath, is going to stay buffed by the Alchemist. Alright, and as you guys can see, we really shouldn't be struggling with popping any balloons from now into the future. We should be able to pop a majority of them with no issues whatsoever. Alright, so we are going to get jungle drums here, and now at this point in time, I just want to thank you guys for watching so much. Again, the support for the channel has been absolutely amazing. I think we're sitting at like 142 subscribers and over 8,500 views in total, which is again absolutely amazing. So I wanted to make sure I said thank you to you guys. Also, if you guys have any feedback to improve the quality of my videos, which increases your viewing experience, please feel free to let me know in the comments below, or if you have suggestions for future videos that you'd like to see, you can also leave those in the comments as well. But anyways guys, at this current point in time, I will fast forward to round 82 because right now we are just saving up to buy our Avatar of Wrath, and I'm really not going to be doing anything in particular besides saving the money for that tower. But anyways guys, go ahead, sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, and it is officially round 82. We are just about $2,000 away from affording our Avatar of Wrath, and then as soon as we can afford that, we're going to go ahead and buy it. So now there's just a few more things that we can do, and well, there's a few more things that we need to do in order to complete this challenge. First being, we need to upgrade our Monkey Village to Monkey Intelligence Bureau. That way our Avatar of Wrath can pop the DDTs that come on round 90. Because if we didn't have that, we would struggle a little bit with that challenge, because yes, we would have 3 of our druids that would be able to hit it, but when we got to round 98, if we did not have Monkey Intelligence Bureau, we would not be able to pop the reinforced DDTs, and even though we have Monkey Intelligence Bureau, we still struggle a little bit with popping it. So we're going to go ahead and add one final tower. Well, we're going to end up adding 2 more towers, but this is one of the most important towers here, and it's going to be a spike factory. This is going to be our safety net to ensure that we let nothing slip through. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to white hot spikes and deadly spikes, and then we're going to save up the rest of the money for permanent spikes. Alright, so it shouldn't take too much longer to save up for permanent spikes. Now if you do not have permanent spikes unlocked, the main reason why we have this is to make sure that we don't lose to the reinforced DDTs that come on round 99. because we're able to deal with round 98 with no problems, and we're able to deal with everything else. But round 99, when the reinforced DDTs come through, that's where we struggle a little bit. If you do not have the tier 5 permanent spikes, feel free to drop a couple of wizard monkeys upgraded to a tier 4, and that should be able to help you with popping those DDTs, because the tier 4 wizard monkey upgraded to that path does increase damage to DDT or Moab class balloons, and it's going to be a little bit cheaper than saving up for permanent spikes. As you can see, our Avatar of Wrath is doing absolute work right now, having no problems finishing off all of these balloons. Alright, and we are almost able to afford our permanent spikes. Probably next round we should be able to afford it, or around 96. Again, this is our safety net, and if you cannot afford to do this, you could either go with the tier 4 wizard monkey, or you could save up to get the Grandmaster Ninja as well, which you would actually be able to afford the Grandmaster Ninja right now, because we had to upgrade our spike factory from nothing all the way up to a tier 5. Alright, and to show you guys what I'm talking about with the wizard monkey, I'm going to go ahead and place our wizard monkey right here. I'm going to upgrade him all the way to a tier 4 arcane spike, which magic does huge damage to most balloon types, and that means Moab balloons. There we go. Go ahead and upgrade him to the monkey sense. Now I know we don't need monkey sense, I just buy it, and anyways, no big deal. Now from this point on, like, we already have this challenge beat before we even bought this wizard monkey here. It's just extra precautions, and you're seeing what I mean by the reinforced DDTs on round 99 giving us a little bit of a problem. If we had 3 of these tier 4 wizard monkeys, we would have made easy work, but again, this is just the way that I made it, with the permanent spikes only having to pop 1 balloon at the very end. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this challenge. I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching again. If you enjoyed, please feel free to drop a like. If you have not yet subscribed, please feel free to subscribe as well. And last but not least, as always, I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your life. And of course, I will see you guys in the next one.